You there, traveler. Come here a moment, please. Yes, come. I see that you're heading south. May I ask if you're trying to reach the floating rot? You are. Well then, take this advice and keep it with you. As you reach the mist-filled shore and the lake that surrounds that damnable city, you will see a bridge. The Bridge of Tarvan Tesh. Do not cross it. I repeat, do not try and cross that bridge. It is long, it is empty, but it is cursed. No traveler, alone or with a party, have made it through to the other side in over 80 years, and I tell you not to try. There are those that don't listen, those that choose to ignore my words, and they're foolish enough that they'll be the ones to try, that they will be the ones to make it. They all try, and like the rest, they vanish into the mist, by bridge or by water. I could end it there. I could let you press on, and if I were a bettor, I'd place some coin down on whether you try and cross, despite my warnings. I would bet that you would try, and I'd make fair coin from it. Would I be wrong? I could end it there, but this time I don't think I will. I cannot shake the feeling that no matter my plea, that you are going to go anyways. I cannot understand why. You will be lost to the mist just like the rest. For your sake, and maybe the sake of those that follow you, please listen. There is a reason why you should never step onto that bridge. A reason and a story. Maybe if I'm lucky, once the reason and the story are told to you, you'll take a hint and leave this empty place. Here, take a seat, traveler, and listen to this withered soul tell you the legend of the bridge and the story of Tarvan Tesh. The word meaning home or bridge of death. It is a tragedy of oil and trickery, of selfishness and of vengeful spirits. The bridge is long and old, that much I have already told you. There are stories about how the bridge came to be and who built it, but those stories are not important. What is important is the name of the bridge back then, back when there were no mists, or a silent eerie woodland, or a village known only as the Floating Rot. The bridge was birthed in the name of the city Admiral, after the god of luck. For the first people of Admiral were fishermen and found riches within the lake. Enough riches for the fishermen to build the city on the lake, and the bridge to the mainland for their families to cross. The fishermen of the lake were not selfish. They were hardy but honest, rough yet respected for their work. The stallholders that came to the city knew not to interfere with the fishermen or the lake. And for over a century it stayed as it was. The fishermen fished, the god of luck provided, and the floating city lived as all should aspire to live, in harmony. That was, as I'm sure you can see, a temporary harmony. For you see, it was not to last. The peace. No. What came across the bridge during the Third Age, the Fractured Age as we remember it, with a mist that followed them, was one dressed as a man, but was far from one. They came to be recognized as the Weepling, a servant of the god of torment. The Weepling came alone across the bridge and into the city with an offer to the stallholders. An offer it knew they would not let pass them by. It offered them a way to make coin quickly through the local drink, skim. It promised that with the waters of the lake, there was a way to turn it to skim, with an oil that can only be brought by the Weepling, or Horo as it was called to the stallholders. The stallholders were not Admiral, and therefore did not share the selfless nature of the city. They were not honest. They were not hardworking. They were cheap and very selfish. They took the weepling on its word and purchased the oil and the scroll that it claimed would teach them the way to make skim from the lake water. That was their first mistake. A mistake that would rot the city and prepare the mist for its long stay. The oil that the stallholders were sold did not do what the weepling had claimed it would. As a servant to the god of torment, it wielded strange tricks and traps for the stallholders. And with illusionary magic had fooled them into believing they had witnessed the water's transformation for themselves. Like men dying of the thirst, they took to the waters with the oil and began to fill the bottles with the mixture. This was the point of no return for the stallholders, as the oil took a strange effect with the waters of the lake, and within days of the weepling's departure from Admiral, the oil spread a black and thick effect from shore to shore, infecting the fish and the people. The stallholders fled, afraid of what the fishermen would do to them when the truth of what happened to the water was discovered. They fled across the bridge and away from the rotting Admiral, and never returned to the bridge. Days turned to weeks, and weeks turned into months, and the dark waters would not give fish or drinkable water. It is said that the fishermen at this time took to the Misty Lake, a parting gift from the weepling, and sailed into the mist, never to be seen again. It did not take long for the rest of the remaining city dwellers to pass, and after all had sunk into the depths of the dark water, did the water clear and rumors of the fish return began to spread. From whom and from where, it is unclear. What about the bridge? What about the vengeful spirits? I will come to that. As the rumors spread of the fish and of clear water, many travelers sought their riches in the city. But as each traveler stepped across the bridge and into the mist, it is said that they saw the spirits of the fishermen, angry and vengeful, and untrusting of those that dared to pass into the city. From the bridge in search of selfish gain, the travelers were never seen passing further than the bridge's half point. Only their screams imply a fate, a gruesome but understandable fate. So it is with fear and suggest that I warn you, whatever your reasons for wanting to visit the rotting Admiral, please reconsider. No good will come of it. I see. Then it is with wasted breath that I bid you farewell, traveler, as it seems you have not listened. Good evening to you then. I hope the fishermen are kind to you in providing a quick and painless fate. May your body float through the dark waters of this place, and away from this black isle.